Hey everybody. It's been a while, I know. Man, been working with the trucking deal. I know you've seen some videos of that on here. Money has been a thing, that's for sure. You know, hey, I'm accepting all donations. But anyway, yeah, hey, if you will share this with others, like it. Any comments you want to do is much appreciated. I love any of the criticism that, you know, is helpful to me learning and growing. I do not claim to know it all, that's for sure. So, you know, anything that you gotta say or share with me that is helpful, I appreciate it. And I know that sometimes criticism can kind of go a little bit more than what it needs to, but at the same time, sometimes that's what we need. So, you know, hey, it is what it is. You know, whatever y'all gotta say. So I'm home. I am out here. I've just started to do something here, and I just thought, you know what, maybe this is the perfect time for me to do some videos and uploading. So I was here, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks ago, and my job now has changed where I'm home every weekend. So, and pardon me rubbing my eyes, but I had some sleep in my eyes. But so I've been working on my Rollbar. I have a 8-point Rollbar I'm putting in it, and I can show y'all that as I go along, but I'm gonna be working on that some more today. Hopefully I can get all the welding done. But so let me turn the camera around. All right, so here's GreenBean. I got it up on some wheels. I got some ramps in the front, some wheels back here. What I was just doing somewhere along the way, oh, you see my seats right there. Let me unplug. I got a little power left. I just had to re-rivet these because this thing was hanging down. I don't know when it came loose, but it came loose and it wasn't allow the gate to stay open. So I just repaired that. So now my next thing is that I got bolts. I bolt my camper shell on. I got the bolt back here, bolt up there, and a bolt back here I took out. So I took the 2 rear ones out because I could stand here. That's when I realized, hey, I should do videos. But I got to go up here, take the 2 bolts up here out, and then I can lift the camper shell off. The camper shell is all aluminum. It really doesn't weigh much at all. Maybe at some point I can weigh it to give you an idea. But if you look up here, right around there, you'll see like a lip. You see some bolts hanging down up there. So this camper shell, it was on a Ford Ranger, if it was a Toyota, I think it was a Toyota pickup. But anyway, this camper shell, the front of it was forward. So I had to cut it, take a pie section out, lean the front back. I drilled holes, put bolts in it, and I put like a seam sealer in it, which I could see light through there. It ain't doing too good. But I put like a seam sealer, silicone, whatever through there, and called it a wrap. So I'm gonna have to reseal it again. I can see that now. But either way, I altered it. So you can see here the bolts going across, all across the top. You see the bolts. You see where I cut it. You see where I cut it, and I laid it back in itself to get enough clearance. It's really tight through here, which I actually like. It's really tight to the cab, but it doesn't fit perfectly. You see here, there's like a lip kind of here, but it goes back and it fits good back here. But I had to take it as far close to the front as I could to get it to hit back here right. But I like it close to the cab. It doesn't hit the cab, not that I know of, and it shouldn't now with the roll bar in it. But you see the roll bar. I got to weld this side. Maybe finish welding over here too. I think I got most of this. I got to do a little bit on the inside of it, or underneath where it's like a V in the joint of it. But I got to finish welding this one. It's spouted in, so I got to take all this out so I can get in here. I'm gonna take the cap off, and then excuse the mess in here. You know, we're working in progress. This is just tacked in right here. That one I've welded in, and I got to put the bars coming down that come from here and go down over here. So I'm gonna have to make the plate. See the plates right there, there and there to go there. This is the bar for one of the sides. And down here, you see it's going. I got to weld the hole, the part that kicks out, and where the bar is onto that. I got to weld all that. This one I got to weld all to the frame. It's tacked on. I got to weld it to the frame too. But this is an actual bar for it's roads race cars for the extended cab S10, and I had to go either where it is or go forward where it's up into the door area, and I didn't like that, so I chose to go back. And the reason why, there's a mount, there's a body mount there, a cab mount there and right here. So I went just, I don't know if you can see it or not, there's a leaf in the way, but I went just enough room where I can weld in here and not be all on the body mount, so I can get a good weld, you know, good bead down this side of it. So I got that in there. The other thing is, when I put it in, I had a buddy, you know, my neighbor down here, who's up here helping me, and I put the bar in, and then I put this bar in. And what I think I should have done, because I had to cut some of this off to get it to work because it was too narrow. So what I should have done, I think, is put this bar in place, tack it in place, and then put it down here. Because when I put it down here, you can see I'm right at the frame. And I think that with this bar in place, it have gave me a better thing out here a little bit instead of right against the frame. And I think it would have been better. I think it's meant to go a little bit further apart, but I don't know, it's all right. The other thing is, you see the door over there. I'm gonna show you on this door too, right here. So I had to notch it in order to clear the, if you can see it or not, but to clear the bar. So I got it to where this is kind of notched out just so I can clear it. I think I'm gonna clean this up a little more. And if you saw back here, excuse my mess, I got kind of a mess going on here, but this thing here, this is something that I used in one of my jobs that I last did, and I'm gonna take the other piece of this. I have the other side of this that clips into here, I think is what I'm going to use. But I'm going to use a piece of this. It's for patch and pipe. But I'm going to use a piece of this inside here like that. But I'm going to open it up a little bit so I can get it further in there. And that way that's like a clean look. I can paint it, whatever, to kind of half match. But, or I can just leave it. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm going to try to make it look halfway okay. But I want to keep the door, you know, the door panel in. I'm trying to keep most of my, you know, I'm going to have the carpet. I want to put my speakers and stuff back in because I do have a Bluetooth amp that hooks to my phone for the head unit pretty much. And I got the speakers up here and I got speakers that go up there. But you know, I don't know if I can get them pieces in there now because of the roll bar. I don't know, but I didn't want to be up there welding against those plastic pieces either. So we'll see. If I can't get them in there, then hey, so be it. I just won't have a stereo or the speakers in the back. I got speakers in the front. And believe it or not, I could hear the stereo going up the road even with the headers I had. But anyway, I'm going to get this camper shell off. And I got something else to show y'all too in time. I'll probably include it in this video, but we'll see. But I do have new headers. So anyway, y'all can see my face. So yeah, I'm gonna get this camper shell off and we'll go from there. I'm gonna plug this thing back in because the video eats the battery up, and I'm probably gonna stop it right here and I'll do multiple videos and kind of splice them together. So anyway, I'll see y'all in a bit. What's up everybody? I did a video not too awful long ago where I was about to do a little work on the roll bar of GreenBean, and I actually did some. I was going to do some more, and I did, but I didn't do any video of it. But I also wanted to say that it's a slow work in progress deal, but I do have my rotating assembly to the place that is going to be balancing it. It's just a matter of, you know, I had to save money up for it. But so my rotating assembly, which is a new crank, new rods. When I bought the rods, I couldn't buy them with the ARP 2000 bolts, rod bolts. So I had to buy them separately and change them out. These rods are the Eagle Stroker clearance rods with the ARP 2000 bolts. They are rated at 1200 horsepower. So 6-inch rods. It's the 3.75-inch Scat 9000, which is a cast crank, but it's a cast steel crank, internally balanced, and so I don't have to worry about a harmonic balancer or whatnot with it. And I need to, matter of fact, I need to remind them of that too. But so the rotating assembly is being balanced. Roll bar, a lot of it has been welded in. I still have some more to weld on it, a little at a time. I got the fuel tank out of it. I'm putting a fuel cell and all new fuel lines. I'm doing -8 lines for the feed, -6 for the return. I got 2 different filters. I have another pump. I think this fuel system is what was holding me back before. So, you know, like I said, I ran a 684, I think it was, in the 8th at 95 miles per hour, and the miles per hour shows that I'm lacking something, and I believe it was the fuel system that was caused me to be lacking. So we're fixing that. I have a nitrous setup to go on it, but I want to get it tuned in as best I can without the nitrous first, and I want to see what I'm going to get on motor. Should be in the 650 range, but we'll find out. Anyway, I just want to kind of give you an update, and I'm going to share the other video with this also that I did prior, which will be before this part, and just let y'all know I'm thinking about y'all, and hey, we're going to get it done at some point. We'll be there, and I'll do some videoing when I get it running again. Anyway, talk to y'all later. Thank y'all. Love y'all.